We've just had a TikTok live, and there's one question that kept on coming up, and I'd like to address that. The question was, what project should someone do if they're getting started in a project that can help them, land their first internship and their first role? And this is what I think, and this is the answer that I gave them. When you're building a project, you need to be able to think about solving a real world problem, right? So when you're any project that you're building should be addressing a need somewhere. That is a project that is powerful and strong enough for your portfolio. Now, when you join this, a lot of other spaces where you learn to code, you're usually told to build to-do list applications, build e-commerce websites, and those ones are totally okay when you're learning and you want to be able to just see whether you've gotten your skills right. But when you want to build a project that is going to stand out in your portfolio, you need to identify a need. And there are a few ways that you can do that. Talk to a friend, look at the community and the world around you. What are some of the problems that exist that you can solve using the skills that you've learned? So assuming, for example, you are learning to build websites and mobile applications and the likes. And here's a good example that you can use. So you can think of, again, this is just an example that I also used in the group, whereby you have in rural Africa, the access to laptops and computers is not as much as it is in the urban areas. And in these rural places, we have community organizations, we have schools that have the need for these organizations to teach their students the tech skills and also to manage a lot of things that they do. So you can build a platform whereby people from these communities, let's say the teachers and organizations, they can request for laptops from people who want to donate, right? So you have a platform where someone can go and they can donate a laptop or some money to go and buy these laptops and devices that are needed by these organizations. And then you can include a number of features in that. So think of the things you'll be able to learn. You learn how to do authentication. You learn how to handle, for example, payment integrations, how to integrate chat functions as well in those in those platforms. And that is a problem that is solving a need. That is a pretty powerful problem, rather a pretty powerful project to have in your portfolio, as opposed to having just only like a to-do application on e-commerce website. So I'd like you to go and think about that and start figuring out what is the need in your community that you can solve with the skills that you're learning, it being data science and cybersecurity, but solve a real world problem that is going to help both you and everyone else in the long run. So go check that out. And if you have more questions, please join our daily lives. The schedule is in one of the pinned posts that we have there, but you can also just comment in the video below and